Okay, so it's me again. It's day 53, I think I just figured out. Um, I'm finally over the runny nose that I got on the weekend at our inbound orientation, but now I have a cough. So, I'm kinda losing right now, but hopefully it'll be gone soon. I'll start off from, I guess, last weekend. Um, Friday morning, me and Paula, the inbound in Samson from Brazil, um, awoke at around 4 a.m. and we got on our way to Ankara for our inbound orientation. In that process, I was waiting for the guy who was driving us there to come pick me up, and of course, it was really early, and it was dark out, and the guard said, I think he's around front, go around and check, so I took my suitcase down there, and I, went up to the guy and, popped the trunk, and he looked at me weird from inside the car, and then I, tried to open the door, and he drove off really fast, so that was not him. A few minutes later, my guy showed up, and we made our way to Ankara, whatever it is. All of us arrived there at about, I guess it was around noon when everybody showed up. There was a total of 21 exchange students, including me. 2 from Canada, me and Steven. 6 from America, 8 from Brazil, 1 from Germany, 1 from Japan, and 3 from Mexico. I think that's right. I don't know. You can do the math. So that was a splendid old time. The first night, going up to our rooms at 11 o'clock with everybody. One of the girls was walking out of the elevator, and she had her cell phone in her hand, and another crazy lady ran by her really fast and hit her phone, and it went through a crack like this big, straight down the elevator shaft, like 10 stories, 10 floors, and it didn't even hit or anything, just boop, straight down. And she did get her phone back. I guess the maintenance guy went and got it or something. But it didn't work, so yeah, she has a new one now, so it's all good. But I literally have never laughed so hard in my life. We almost died, and we were rolling on the floor and panting, and it was a pretty joyful old time. Saturday, we had so many Turkish lessons that I don't remember any of it because there was too much at one time. We had 6 or 7 or 8 hours or something crazy, and we then went to a wedding that was going on in our hotel, and before we went down they were playing a whole bunch of American classic music that everybody knew and was singing upstairs. And when we went down, it was all Turkish stuff that was really, I don't know, I guess we just weren't used to it, and nobody knew how to dance to it. So we just kind of made a circle after the first song and kind of moved awkwardly for the next 6 songs. But it was a pretty jolly old time. Saturday we also went to the Ataturk Museum. And Ataturk is, well, Mustafa Kemal is the founder of Turkey, and he has a huge, I don't know what you want, a museum dedicated to him, I guess, because he's such a big symbol in Turkey, and that was a pretty great old time. My sexy profile picture was taken with one of the lions along the path. If you look in my album Turkey Time, I have more pictures from there. What else do we want to talk about? So, school, they have, there's a whole bunch of little pictures or posters going up right now, because they have, like we all see on TV with the class president and the school president and stuff, like on all the family cartoon shows at home. They actually have that here. So there's a whole bunch of advertising for that. And in grade 10, you have, they call it duty, I guess. Basically, you're like a secretary and the principal's helper, I guess, using it appropriately. Like, I don't know, you just go get papers and you hand stuff out and you talk to the teachers about stuff, and they all take turns. They do it in grade 10. And I went down to have tea with Ismail this morning, and if I don't want to go to a class, you just go see him. He's one of the principals, and he's really funny, even though he speaks no English and I don't understand him at all. He's so funny. I went to go visit him, and some of the helpers were there in his office, and I ended up spending the whole day with his helpers, just sitting outside the office. We just sat there and talked and played some little games and stuff for like the whole day today, other than the first block. So today was a really awesome day at school. One question that I get a lot, which is really odd for me, I guess, is religion, because I don't know, I guess you could say we're atheist, but I don't know, like my family's just never talked about religion, like whatsoever. Like they're all Islamic or Muslim here, and they keep asking me if I'm Christian or what am I, and I say nothing, because that's what I am. We never talk about it at home, and I don't know, that's just the way it is. And yeah, so I get a lot of awkward looks from that, and I think the funniest thing that has happened so far was I told some of the kids that my parents weren't married before they had me, and they gave me the craziest look ever, because here you have one sexual partner and you only have kids after you marry and stuff, because that's their religion. And yeah, I got the craziest looks from that, but it was a good time. So, oh, yeah, okay. Few things that I want to talk about. Today there was, from what I found out, a terrorist attack in Cukurca, Turkey. It's far southeast, bordering Iraq, and I'll just read directly off this site. No plagiarism. Just read off here so I get it right. 24 people died last night in clashes between alleged members of the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, and security forces in Hakkari province in southeastern Turkey. NTV reported 18 more are injured. Clashes began around 1 a.m. last night and lasted through the morning. The attackers were reported to have hit 8 targets simultaneously. Most of the targets were known to have been near the border post. Clashes are still continuing in the area. Death toll is reported to be the biggest single death toll for Turkey's security forces in years. And yeah, so that's pretty crazy and pretty serious. I imagine there will be moments of silence